You know what? Y'all asked for a ceiling fan startup. Usually when I film, the van ain't in here, but it is now, and it's blocking the chain. But I'm gonna give y'all a ceiling fan startup. Dedicated. Dang, I've never been this close to this thing either. Here's you a top shot. I'm gonna turn this one back off after you see it because I have to get down and I'm not gonna leave it running because it is cold today. Usually the van ain't here, but we ain't working today. It's Saturday, so figured it'd be a perfect time when there's nobody in here to start these up. Not that it matters we own the building, but still, just a respect. These here in the back that are not in my room have been here ever since we've owned the building. We bought it in '93, so all I did was add the pull chain extensions because they just had little tiny pull chains on them. Okay, there's no getting in this room. There's a fan in there. Let me move this stuff. Alright, here we go. This one's got new blade brackets. It's smaller than the other ones. And two of the blades broke off on it. They were sagging real bad from, I guess, gravity because they weren't loose. And then they just broke, so I put Cheshire brackets on it since that's the only ones that matched it. This one I think is older than the other ones. And it also has new blades. The old ones were made out of, those are MDF blades on it now, and they're already drooping from the big door being open. See, hear it? But the other ones on it were made out of like plywood or whatever they used to make blades out of. And these blades back here are plywood too, but this is a different brand, I think. It's clearly older, and they started falling apart. So, and it's got a bearing noise, you can hear it. But this one blows, I think, the most air of all of them, but they all blow good air. Alright, now these here are not original. I put these in. And this guy here, well, I'm not going to turn him on. This is ceiling fan startups. They just plug in since the chains are too high to reach on the back one there. They've been up here for 5 years or so. The front one here has had new blade brackets, except for one, which I was able to fix with tape. But the other three, we clean rugs in here and furniture, and we've been moving stuff, and it's gotten hit. It's also loud, but if you ever heard what it sounds like in here when we're cleaning rugs, you can't even hear it. They both blow good air. You can't even see that one. They both blow good air. Alright. Now I'm going to go back through the building. And I've got a switch housing cover coming for this. Switch cap. But I haven't been able to fit it just yet. Actually, well, I'm gonna bring a ladder in here and I'm gonna get a top shot of this one since it's so old. Or it's gotta be 30 or 40 years old. I got a top shot of that one, which is just like that one and this one, so. Here's a group shot. If you can see the back one, it's way back there. And these all blow good air. They're all silent. The footprint vents are. The one with the GE vents is very not silent, but again, it's in a different room entirely. And it's got the big door and the washing machines, and this is the pit, and water runs out of that. Water right there. I'm sure it's rusty as hell, and there's an exhaust fan up there, which also I'm sure lets some water in, if not more than I'm thinking it would. Some of these pull chains that my dad put on, I look at them and I go, what the hell? Look at this. There's a loop made out of the normal stuff. Then it goes to chain with a... Then here's more chain here, and then there's this wire. But he'll use anything he can get his hands on. So, it works. Look at that. There's the top and there's the hook. That's a big hook. This thing ain't falling. We can see the metal's broke. It's beginning to break off on the edges. Right there. There's a screw broken in the holder. Don't touch none of that. I had to come up here and tape this because the wire was frayed. And the inspector had something to say about that. Here's low speed since I'm up here next to it. And it's got a bell canopy as well. If it's got a J-hook, it's probably got a bell canopy. That's my analogy for fans. And these here don't have bell canopies. So I think this one has been here longer than these three. Way back in the day, that one still had the cover on it. But then I came here and it was gone. So, see, these here have normal canopies with a ball and socket, and I know that because that one's loose. See how it's loose? This one here is not, but it wobbles like crazy. That one in there. There it is. And then, yep. That's it for the shop.